Hello everybody, it's Ender's Diamond. Welcome back to another Overwatch video. In this video, I'm going to be starting a new series, and this is going to be quite a long series. I'm going to cover each class of heroes for every single map. Meaning we're on King's Row, we're going to do attack, then defense, then tank, then support. Now, this is basic tips. A lot of people should know this, a lot of people won't know this. It's fine if you don't, and that's why I'm making these videos. This is not incredibly detailed things. It's more about like where to be, why would you be here when you could be here, and the inner workings of maps. Because a lot of people don't understand the inner workings of maps, and you're like, wait, there's a hallway here? Also, a lot of times you'll back up into a door when a fare is shooting at you, for example, and you're like, wait, why isn't there a door there? And then you'll see the gameplay like, there's a door 2 meters to my left. That's okay. That's what we're going to be discovering in this series. This series will be called something along the lines of like Overwatch Basics, something like that. And so, for the attack heroes, I'll show you sort of like from the attacking perspective. From the defense hero, I'll show you from the defending perspective. Tank, I'll show you attacking perspective, and support, I'll show you defending perspective. And it's not as if I'm going to be using the tank heroes as attack. I'm going to be using them as defense. I'm going to be using them as tank, but showing you from the perspective as coming out of the spawn from attack and attacking the point. That sort of makes sense. Hopefully, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to use somebody pretty classic, Soldier 76. I'm going to mix it up all the time, and sometimes it will be a little bit character specific, but that's okay. You will hopefully get the point. And hold on, let me just close out of this thing. So, let's start up here. So now, I set my cooldowns to 0, just so I can show you guys all this cool stuff that I need to. So if I want to show you rocket jumping, that can be a thing. I'm not great at rocket jumping, we'll say that. But, so, let's first talk about the points of, exit here. There's the top up there. There's down here, and there's down here. Essentially, this leads to one exit point. I'd recommend, since you can't really get up there, going through here, or straight through, the middle. Now, if you got a Ryan, I'd go straight through the middle. There. As where, if you don't have a Ryan, come up here, it'll be more, I guess, surprising to the enemy, and it'll give you a little bit of advantage. So when you're up here, you want to be moving. Don't just be standing here like, shooty, shooty, shoot. And my assumption will be that they won't be pushing up right against the spawn. If they are, take some pot shots, deal some damage, charge your ult. If they're not, then what I do is head down here, jump off here, and come here. So now, most likely they'll be around this location. If they're in this building, or if they're behind this alleyway, they really shouldn't be, but if they are, then I guess that's what it is. What it is. So yeah, they'll probably be around this area here. I'll just mark it with this. Yeah, so that's the choke which you're gonna want to be pushing through. So first thing you're gonna do is soldier. You come down here. You're here. So you're gonna push in, right? So you're gonna see that. So what I'd do is I'd run across here, laying some cover fire down for myself. I'd push across here, over, and I'd come over here. Now, depending on how far my team's pushed by this point, I'd make two decisions. If I can run in and get some maybe kills, deal some damage, and just not die, I'd come over here and start shooting at the spot, at the point. If not, I'd charge up through the hotel, and potentially I'd take some shots from here. But so once I've taken some shots from here, I feel like we pushed in a little bit. I'd get on the voice comms, yes, and then I'd fail at this. I'd put this down and I'd get some shots from here, because this is likely where they're going to be, in that spot and in the hotel. I'd put this down, I'd jump, and I'd try and essentially just get over here. Or I'd just fall down and run up here. So this is a great position to be, right? You can take some great shots from here. And if I can, and I forgot to rocket. Essentially, you don't want to be on the ground. There's no point in being like this. I mean, I guess I could see it, but like, why, right? This just opens you to static damage. This opens you to people more, this makes you much easier of a target. If you're up here, you can jump down. You can try and jump across. You can try and jump across here, or you can just stay up there and fall back, sort of like just walk backwards. So I'd stay up there. There's no point in being like this, right? Don't chase somebody down there unless you really think you're gonna kill or it's worth it. If you're like killing a support, don't be like, oh, there's a Reinhardt, I'll damage the Reinhardt. Stay up here. Take some shots. Now, if your team needs help, you can help them, right? You can go heal them or whatever. Sorry about that. But I'd recommend sort of piling damage onto the point. So now, once you've overstayed your welcome here, you're going to want to fall down here and take this position. Coming in here through here gives you a great flanking option. So, you can not spam your rockets like that, but you can get in here and deal some damage from this position. Now, you're not going to be able to stay there forever, so you're going to want to head back up to here, which is the location we were trying to rocket jump to from over there. So, we're now going to head across here. Now, why did I not stay here? Well, if you were just there and you overstayed your welcome, they're going to notice you here and they're going to shoot you down like swatting a fly. It's going to be super easy for them. You can try and take a few shots here, and depending on your tier, it might actually be easy, but I'd recommend crawling through here and opening up here. This gives you much more options. You can head back into this room for cover. You can head into this room, kill anybody who's up here sniping, and then take this position yourself, or you could fall down. You can literally just go down. Which is, you know, it is what it is. I think it's kind of effective. But I'd take some pot shots here, take some cover, and continue shooting. Now, if you notice people are dying, check up in this hallway. This is a very common spot for somebody to be hiding, so I'd just spam this with rockets, with shots, and then I'd come and take this point yourself. You've got 3 positions here. You've got over there, you got that door there, and you got this door here. Those are the positions you want to be in. You've got 3 options very close to each other, and you can use sprint to get to them. Mix it up. Don't go like 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, mix it up to here, then there, then there, then there, then here. Like, mix it up a bit. And, of course, you can jump down. If the enemy team is dead, or you want to just spam the choke, I'd recommend getting down there and, you know, being in the battle here. Now, if you sort of either overstayed your welcome here, in those locations, or, you need to be on the ground for this position. There's no point in, like, sitting in the hotel shooting at people, because that's just not effective. You want to take the high ground as soldier, and you want to take the high ground as most offensive heroes. I mean, I wouldn't say most, some. So this is a great point. So let's say you've unlocked the payload. So you're going to want to rush ahead of the payload. There might be some people here, depending. I just take some pot shots, so no need to get any kills. Just charge your ultimate. Now, do not run through here. This is not where you want to be. There's no point in running through here, right? You could run down this back alley, and I'd say this isn't a bad idea. You could potentially run through this back alley and take a higher position in the bar. This is not a bad idea at all. This will allow you to deal damage when you reach this choke point. However, you can do damage pretty much the whole way. The issue is, there's a little section here. Now, this is actually a very good spot, except for the very beginning. In the very beginning, once you just come out of that little choke, I'd really recommend that you guys, come around here. Sorry, not around here. What am I doing? I'll go my ultimate. I'd recommend you guys are kind of up here. So what this is, it gives you slightly higher ground, not a ton of spots to flank from. There's here, and there's there, and you can't flank from straight ahead. This gives you slightly better positioning, and then as soon as you're done with that, I'd head up to the top of the bar. Because you get this position, it's a great spot to be in. I mean, like, why not be in that position? You get to be here for the end part, right? And then you get to see any people flanking you, which are nice, and you get to see if your teammates are there, and then you can be here for most of the beginning, so you can lay down fire for your team. This is a great spot to be in, because you can really go wherever. And, I believe in the bar there's a large health pack. Yep, so you can take that pretty quickly, if you need to, because you've run into your biotic field, you want to save it for later, that's fine. So now, you've made it to this choke, right? Do not stand in this choke. This is a super easy choke to get past. Alright, you can go through here. You can head up here, and this is a good spot to be in. Not great, but it's good. It's acceptable. The thing about this is it's kind of a small little platform. Alright, you can reach it from this tower, which is through here, and this is a good spot to be in. The issue is you can't really affect that choke. My sound effects are kind of weird right now. This is an okay spot to be in. This is not the best spot to be in, but it's a good spot. You can still be kind of very well flanked from there. And this is a very bad spot. You don't really want to be in here. But you can use that to get up here. The boiler room is a great spot to use biotic field, just to let you know, because you got this flanking point, and no one's going to flank you from out here, really. It's possible, but I don't think so. I think most likely it's going to come from here. So, I'd run across here, unless you're going through there, which is also good, and I'd help your team out at the choke. This isn't, if the team's really stuck right in this choke, you want to be more with them. You want to be either up there, over there, or right there with them. You don't want to be up here because you can't see all the choke and you're gonna get killed. If they've got players there all around, if they're sort of surrounding you, that's okay. That's okay. This you can shoot at players from here. All right, and you've got a little space to move. However, the issue is when somebody's there. If you've got a bunch of players there, or somebody who can take you down easily, you've got an issue. Alright, so this is a pretty easy choke to push. What I'd do if I was a soldier, if I don't want to be up there, which you do in the beginning, I just quickly sprint around here and take out anybody on this side. You probably get 1, 2 squishy hero kills, maybe even a tank kill, depending on the situation. So, the next thing we're going to do is assume you come down here. Now, this is a difficult spot for soldier. There's not as many high ground positions to take. So, you know, there's still a good amount, but not a ton. You can be in this room, but I wouldn't really advise it. What I'd do is I'd head up here, and I'd start shooting at them. Assuming your team's coming around this corner, if your team's like here, or down there, not the best spot. However, you can get from in their back lines, and you can really just open up on them. Which is great. You can just deal an insanely large amount of damage to their back lines. Additionally, you can head through a location that I don't think is incredibly known about, among lower tiers at least, through here, and you can get through here from just barreling through where I went through. This is a pretty good spot to be. There's a little bit of cover, meaning it's not going to be insanely easy, and it'll discourage people, right? When people are like, alright, I'm not killing the soldier, they're going to be like, oh, look at this roadhog, he's dead, right? The nice thing is, if you're kind of in a desperate situation, use your biotic field, you're like, not going to work. You can quickly run in here, grab this, do some damage, group up with your team, or just head back up here. Which works fine. So this is a great spot to finish them off from. The thing, this is more specific to soldier, but I mean, there's a lot of heroes who this is specific for. Soldier's kind of a very basic hero. I mean, you know, he's not simple to play, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he applies to a lot of heroes. You definitely don't want to be on the point unless you need to be. Like, if your team's on the point, you should be somewhere else. You should not be, like, directly sitting here. Alright? You don't want to be in here. This is a really horrible position, because you can't run anywhere. Somebody comes in here who's more powerful than you, who can kill soldier, right? You're going to be dead. They're going to come in, you're going to be like, yeah! And you're going to be shooting around, and then you're going to try and get up here. It's not going to be good. You're going to die. Alright? Additionally, this is a really easy spot for you to be backing up, right? A lot of people back up, and you can just back up like that, right? It's super, super, duper, duper, absolutely simple. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very first episode of Overwatch Basics. This is King's Row Attack with Soldier 76. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in a future Overwatch video. Goodbye, guys.